We are stood outside our client's £3 million luxury home development. This consists of 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a cinema room, a garage, and many more features. Let me take you inside and show you what we've been doing. So when we first acquired this site, it was a 1,500 square foot bungalow that we have then built from the ground up into a 7,000 square foot, 6 bedroom luxury home. So to do works like this, unfortunately, doesn't fall under permit development, and we had to put in a full planning application. However, because of the way the application went in to then create a luxury L-shaped home, that was actually passed first time round. Now, this is ideal because it takes you from buying to planning to build in a much quicker timescale. When doing a conversion like this, it's so important to make sure that you can have the luxury feel. Now, with our normal type of developments where we are converting HMOs, you want to maximise as much space as possible for bedrooms, for communal, for usable space. However, because this is such a luxury home, you have to really make that wow factor when you enter the property. So as you enter this property, what we have done is we've created a suspended second floor. So this is going to be glass panelled, and which gives us the effect of having this really tall grand roof as you enter the property. So we've got natural light coming in from the window up there, and then there's going to be a big chandelier coming down so that when you do actually enter the property, you are instantly hit with that wow luxury factor. And this has been some things that we've considered during this development because the client is actually going to be living in this property. So when I was talking about the space we are happy to sacrifice for bedrooms and things like that, this is what we're talking about. This is our grand entrance hallway. Now, obviously this staircase isn't staying, but as you can imagine, when you enter the house, you have this big grand staircase that goes up all 3 floors of the property and then wraps around. Again, really adding to the finish of this project. So what makes more sense and what adds more value on a conversion like this is showing that you have got this big open plan feeling when you actually walk into the property. So yeah, this was a space we were happy to sacrifice for the value of losing potentially a bedroom or another living space. Versus what we usually do in HMO conversions is we have to take all available space to get as many bedrooms or communal living space as possible. Now, as you enter this side of the home, there is going to be a coffee bar on the side here, so sort of a secondary living space, coffee bar, sofa. We then have a wine cellar that is going to go in there to give it that real luxury feel. And of course, our big down floor bathroom as well. This then follows open plan through to the kitchen and living space. Now, we've been really lucky here because you've been able to go so far back with the L-shaped extension on the side of the house. That's meant we can have a huge kitchen diner here that wraps around with an island in the middle. We are then having our living space here, so a TV on the wall, sofas, and again, lights coming down from above as well. And then everything flows through to the big open plan space, dining table, and our full luxury kitchen as well. Now, in terms of where we are on this project, foundations, everything, the building is up. Windows are in, it has been insulated, it's been boarded throughout. All our first fixes are done, so the wiring is all chased through. All the plumbing has also been run in the property, and of course, all the stud work and joinery. We have actually started to skim part of the house as well, and there's 2 ways that you can basically go about that. You can either dry line or you can skim. Now, on this project, and especially because the client is living there, we have gone with the skimming option. And the reason for this is it's better for noise, it's better for insulation, also it has a more sturdy finish to the build as well. And when you are spending £1 million on a development, you definitely go the extra mile in making sure that everything is done to a very high standard. So back in the main entrance of the property, to make it all flow together, this is obviously our open plan space. So through here is going to be the client's office space. So this is a work from home. From here, this is also our secondary living room. Now, with this site, what we've done, because the back garden on this side isn't so big, what made more sense was to extend out the back, have these large open light windows in, and then we can have a private living space as well. So in this living space, what we have done is, because we've got our big open windows here, and the way that the garden works is it wraps around the whole property. meaning from here you'll be able to walk around to the front of the house and have the larger garden space as well. And when doing a development like this, it's so important to think about privacy and security as well. You know, it is a luxury home. So we added a really clever touch that is going to allow the client to feel safe if they need people in the house, they need to do work on the property. And I'll show you exactly what we've done. So this room here, as you can see, is going to be the boiler room, and this is the connection of the property. We're going to knock out here, we are going to put a door in so that if any work does need to be done to the house, this is again locked off. The trades, the workers only have to come in through this door, and this is their only access point of the property. So the last thing that you don't want is when you do have a luxury home like this, is everybody having access, because of course there are times that you are going to have people in and there's work needed. So what we've done here is this is going to be a completely separate room locked off to the house. There's going to be an entrance built through here, and there's also going to be the boiler cupboard and the controls of the property. So if work does need to happen, they can just exit in and out through this door without having to access the rest of the house. So this is our makeshift staircase, obviously. But as you can see, it will flow directly up the center of the property and then open out onto either side of the house. We are on the first floor of the property now, so this is where the client and their family are going to live. And let me show you around the bedrooms. What we have done on this property, with it being this type of development, is we've had an interior designer in, and she's worked closely with us to make sure the house has that flow. So one of the really cool features, for example, is this is going to be the client's son's bedroom. So if you look at the ensuite, the way that it's designed, it's got the blue tiles and with the contrast with the grey as well. And each bathroom has been designed for the person living in it. And I will show you the others soon. We've got some really cool features in this property, such as a roof garden. But if you stick around, I will show you that soon. So on this side of the property, we have got the master bedroom. We've got a family bathroom, which is absolutely gorgeous, the way it's been designed. And then as we go through here, we have got another bedroom as well. And the same rules apply where this is going to be for the client's daughter. So if you look at how the ensuite has been designed, you will understand why. So yeah, where we are at the build again, obviously the full ground up construction has been done. We've got our supporting beams that run through the house, all our loft insulation, boarding, boards are on, and then as you'll see in certain points as well, we are at the skinning stage. Now, all our bathrooms have been fitted as well in the property, but we haven't actually put the flooring through yet, as you don't want that to get damaged, as work is still going on in the site as well. But bathrooms, plumbing, fitting, tiles has all been done as part of the early second fix stages. So let me show you the master bedroom. As you walk through here, you've got the ensuite there, and of course a walk-in wardrobe as well. And then as you walk through here, this is the wow feature. So as you can see, you've got light on all sides of the room, which really opens up the space. But not only that, you've got a balcony, and then you've got a rooftop garden. Now, the idea here is that this gets astroturfed, it's got a sofa on, and this is where you have your morning coffee, which really just adds to the lifestyle and the wow factor of this property. Now, I know what you've all been wondering, how much does it cost to build a development like this? So the numbers are, this site was bought for £970,000 plus stamp included. The development cost is £1 million, but the end value on this site is £3 million. That is a 7-figure profit for building a dream luxury home. We are in the loft of this property. Now, initially, the client wasn't going to use this space, but because the ceilings were so high, it didn't make sense not to when you see the added benefits that the client's going to get. So on this side, it's going to be a bedroom with ensuite, but on this side, it's going to be a cinema room. Cinema seats are going in. There's going to be a bar plumbed in over there. So fridge, coffee machine, just to really add value to the client's lifestyle. Before you click off this video, make sure to join our free school community, which has over 600 investors, and we specialise in HMO and commercial to residential developments. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe.